It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Sophomore stopping him short of the first down line.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Punch it out of the air. At the 35, he's got room. Look out on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs, because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. After that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Firing deep. Got his man downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying.
They get a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. He's open on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And what a difference one game makes, right? This guy already in the first quarter has thrown for more yards than he did in his last game. He just looks like a much more confident quarterback, and it's incredible how good things happen to QBs when they find a rhythm early.
The Knowles have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A run for the quarterback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Knowles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Defense looks like they're coming. He's got his man across the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless...
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something?
He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He might want another play. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 45. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
To the air on 1st down. On target. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
It's complete. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Yeah, and I think he you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive.
He got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Now, after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. There's a fine line between confidence and recklessness, and here he comes out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not much time left in the first. They'll be able to get off one more play. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Sings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one.
Seconds remaining here as they try to put something up.
Come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Now the pitch. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown,
Dunk on the rip.
Ohio State.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Seminoles looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball when he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Figueroa. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. He's got it. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
This This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got a little space. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point is good. Crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Firing to the right, complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Figueroa. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. It's complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gonna let it fly. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. There he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On first down from their own 22. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking left. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Go up top.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Finds his back in the middle.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes, when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Noles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Plows through the defense. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield.
It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep me, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Off-play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because it
breaks into the open. He is down at the 1. 8 throw and catch.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing blitz here. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Russo. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a four-man rush, sometimes it's a three-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front seven, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete on the right side. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got him. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollock.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game at CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? It's been like a launching pad for that UCF offense today. Lift off and touchdown on just about every series. They're up by 21
if you don't
over
quit jumping on my
Louisiana
fucking
Tech.
leg,
Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the
here's, get your bone here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Alright, you don't know how to play. I'm just gonna stop playing with your little ass. You're gonna piss me off. Fucking.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down
God
just
damn
inside
it.
the
Right as I'm
10.
taking the
They're
bitch
trying
out.
to turn this into a score.
That's so
Man
gay.
down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Green 25.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. watching film,
Yeah.
anticipating.
sit
They
down and rest
knew
the
that
game,
this
buddy.
offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Going with the counter play here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Offense facing.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Damn. That man came in uncut.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Sends it downfield.
He got a little boost, too.
He
shouldn't have been behind that guy.
And gets off the field.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over.
Get that Auburn
We'll make a
QB.
play, and we'll take this over. And now
No,
we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Looking for the end
I
zone.
want that Auburn QB.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might
I see you, Timothy Jones.
It's a nice adjustment by the
come on,
defense
that's
here.
a
With a
sack
big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
I didn't think he was going to throw it. He been ignoring the running back.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on. So
Thank you.
Oh,
come on.
It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up.
Ooh, he got me. That slow-ass route. I can't believe he got me with that slow-ass route,
fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I did not think he was going to do that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Defense wants to bring the heat. Just keeps slinging it. Here's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Oh, they gave him the
They
kick.
stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone.
Let's go.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8.
Cut. Hawk. Timber.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years. You left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line.
Nostradamus, I see you, boy.
Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Throws it back. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw a wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go get these fucking groceries.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.